My fish fam, I'm here. It's Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother.
I'm here.
And we are back to actually pioneer Merfolk as we wait for the BNR announcement. And I have to start getting back into pioneer Merfolk. I've got a regional championship. It's a little ways away, mid-November, but it's going to be Pioneer, and you better believe I want to represent Merfolk and Pioneer. This is a supremely underrated deck, and I hope I can, like, teach you guys how to pilot this thing to success, because I'll tell you what, so this is recorded before the BNR announcement. I'm hoping they don't change anything. That's the greatest thing about Pioneer compared to Modern right now. It's like, it's the only format that I can take a break for like a month or two, and I come back and it's basically the same. And we've got a great matchup versus Vampires, in my opinion. If you want to see a comprehensive deck tech, I think I'll have something like that in the description below. Outside of that, let's get right into the action. We lost the die roll. Hand is great. Actually, we have like a little bit of everything. So if we're up against a creature-based deck, we're going to be in really good shape because of Witness Protection and Eaten by Piranhas. But I haven't played Pioneer for like months. Hope this is like riding a bike, like you'd never forget. Oh, great. Welcome back to Pioneer. Welcome back to Pioneer. We're up against red-green aggro. Our worst matchup. This is our absolute worst matchup in the format. Well...
Is Eaten by Piranhas Modern legal?
Yep, it is.
Why don't you play it in Modern?
It's too expensive and a little too irrelevant. Okay, what does this do? It's like the next time you play a creature, it gets a +1/+1 counter. Well, it looks like Breeding Pool is very likely going to be coming into play untapped next turn, so I sort of want to put into play right now. I mean, unless I peel straight lands from here. This is sort of playing into my opponent's plan. And yeah, I can't do anything else with my turn 1 play, so we're just going to command a speaker pass. Go command a speaker. 2/2 not going to do so good right now. So, yeah, here comes a Swiss Spear that can attack right through me. And unfortunately, even if we use Witness Protection on the thing, not super great, because it's still getting the +1/+1 counter. So I'm just wondering, Smuggler's Copter. So ideally, we want to get Sentinel of the Nameless City in play. Ideally. Now, they are choked on mana. Can I go potentially wide? By going wide, I could go like Hexcatcher this turn, like play some sort of 2-drop this turn, and then on the following turn, we get in there. Smuggler's Copter is a very bad blocker. I don't want to completely block around here. I also want to get to the land for Sentinel of the Nameless City. Maybe we go Jadelight Spelunker and use Jadelight Spelunker as like a cheap chump blocker of some sort. Or I really like the idea of trying to fight back. Okay, we have more blue cards than green cards, so I'll play the blue side of this. And I guess we'll go with the Jadelight Spelunker for the hope, the prayer that we can get a land to play our Sentinel of the Nameless City. Or even Vidalian Hexcatcher. Sentinel of the Nameless City was revealed on top. We'll put that into our graveyard. And given that either of these things can block the Kamano, or do we really want to attack? Because this thing's going to turn into a 2/2 with haste that we can potentially chump block. We're definitely not going to try to chump block this. That would be futile. That'd be terrible. I'm just thinking they reveal this, they kill off a creature, or they attack and they have that Monstrous Rage card. Those are all very ugly cards around here. Okay. Let's just attack. Forwards, not backwards.
Huzzah.
We're probably going to get hoofed for a lot. A lot of the decisions here are going to be really close because it's just a bad matchup. Our opponent is on 1 mana.
That's good.
Could be. So if I block, they're probably going to play Monstrous Rage. That is sort of okay with me. We're going to force them to use it, so they can't do anything else this turn. It's going to get the roll token that it has Trample, but it's +1/+1 in Trample. But then on our following turn, we can make them lose it with Witness Protection or Eaten by Piranhas. It's very unsatisfying. this turn of mine? Do you have another monstrous rage? Yeah, I sort of need more lands here. I don't have enough lands. I wonder if there was a world where I just take all the damage. I'd be down at 7, and I can attack back with Hexcatcher. It's sort of ugly. Or maybe it's not. They're like choked on mana. Yeah, I forgot this Hexcatcher. I can threaten to block this Swift Spear in some way. Well, I don't want to take any more damage at all anymore. Oh no, if I witness... Okay, well, we can't take any more damage, yeah. We're just going to pass. And we're going to be in trouble. Probably. So if they attack, I will go block their etching of Kamano, eaten by Pranazet. So lose Trample, but only become a 2/2, and we're just going to trade. Pretty bad trade, but, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures. We were on the draw versus our worst matchup.
Eaten by piranhas. It's pretty deadly.
Yeah, I'm not really sure even like how I'm expecting to win from here. Not to mention they can so it like loses all of its abilities.
Now it's a skeleton.
Yeah, it is also a skeleton. As
You should change the picture to like a little cartoon skeleton.
Are we frozen?
In time, yes.
That rarely happens. Do we just like break the client? I think I broke the game. Yeah, I no joke. I actually think I just broke Magic the Gathering Online. It just doesn't know what to do to this Eidolon when you put the Eaten by Piranhas. The whole thing is frozen here. Okay, I'm gonna restart this and see if I can figure it out. Okay, I restarted Magic the Gathering Online. Looks like we're back. There's an Atarka's command on the stack. The game did not break. And each creature is going to get +1/+1. We're going to get dealt 3 damage. I think that is very close to lethal. Pretty close to dead. We have seen enough.
Internet issues, your opponent asks?
Yes. I don't know. Maybe client issues. My internet's great. I have great internet around
Maybe
here.
opponent issues. I don't like you.
No. I love my opponent. Even though they're playing Is It Prowess? Okay, what's my sideboard guide say?
Concede.
I have a sideboard guide here. It's probably the same. Do I have something for Gruul Prowess aside from Mono Red Prowess? Okay, it's like Tidebinder Mage. 4 Tidebinder Mage, the 2 Ether Gusts. Interact with the creatures in play. And get rid of Smuggler's Copter. Copter is a bad blocker because you have to tap a blocker in order to try to block. The only advantage to Smuggler's Copter is it can block Slickshot Showdown. But we're going to hope that Ether Gust and also Tidebinder Mage compensates for taking this up. Because outside of that, it's just like a pretty poor card. And we're going to take out Jade Light Spelunker. So we got to take out some stuff. Still, I'm not hopeful here. I have beaten Gruul Prowess before. Not often. It's just a tough matchup. If anyone asks me, what's your worst matchup? Gruul Prowess. Or Mono Red. Any of the Prowess decks. They just have... They're just slimmer on interaction on every metric. I can accept this hand. This hand's pretty neat. So we'll start with Breeding Pool tapped. There's absolutely nothing I can do for 1 mana here. And then we'll follow it up with very likely Tidebinder Mage. And then hopefully on the following turn, we get to play Deeproot Pilgrimage and Witness Protection. What is this? Heartfire Hero. 1/1 for 1 red. It's a mouse soldier. When it becomes the target of a spell or ability you control for the first time, you get a counter. And then when it dies, it deals that much damage equal to its power to each opponent. That's very rude. It's a very, very rude opponent. Whenever it's targeted by a spell or ability you control. Well, it didn't say anything about my spells. Said absolutely nothing.
Ta-da!
Tidebinder Mage.
That was useless.
Buy up your Tidebinder Mages, people. I own like 850 of them online. Got a lot of Tidebinder Mages.
You are the bank.
I am, well, they're still worth 1 cent, so I wouldn't say they're doing a whole lot right now. I had a removal for my Tidebinder Mage, did you? It's a very rude opponent. Very, very rude. I got to back up. The best would be if we draw a land. We didn't draw a land. So the second best thing would be to probably, we could play Cenote Scout because I do want to curve out. And then we'll play Witness Protection on the Swift Spear so that it just can't get bigger. And then if they buff the Heartfire hero by a ton, it is possible we can Tidebinder Mage that, and then it doesn't get to untap. So I like that. You like that plan?
It's a plan.
Yeah, it's a plan. I like that plan too. Witness Protection on top. No. I want lands. Oh no! It asked me if I want to put it in the graveyard. Yeah, I want to put it in the graveyard. Damn it. That was the opposite of what... I make these... You know, I make these mistakes online every so often. Oh, what is
all
this?
The time.
Searing Blood? What's double red? What are you going to do? Oh, you're Burning Tree Emissary. How rude. This is a really aggro deck. What is this? When it becomes plotted, target creature gets +3/+2 and has trample until end of turn. That's just great. Yeah, hoof me in the face for 5. So what's plotted? It's just a 3/2 trampling creature. Okay. Which gets hit by my Tidebinder Mage. Well, that was the least mana efficient thing I could possibly draw here. I could go Deeproot Pilgrimage. Attack for 2, you block. I make a token that can block the legitimate business person here. But then I have no follow-up. So... I guess we're just going to play Tidebinder Mage on this big chonker here. And then pass the turn. Yeah, that was a mistake. Mistakes were made.
You fell right into your own trap card.
I know, I did. Played my Cenote Scout wrong.
I thought it was pronounced C-note.
They're both pronounced that way.
No.
But you know what? Some people will be very upset because some will be very upset that you're calling it C-note. It's the American way of doing it. Okay, the Yellow Alchemist is back. But you have Summoning Sickness. You might have been plotted, but well, that's literally a cactus. Wow, there's a lot of freaking creatures in this deck. This is crazy. How much damage am I taking this time? You attacking with your Coyote.
Where's the Roadrunner?
Yeah, exactly.
Meep, meep.
Okay. I really needed that land. Well, now what do we do? Create blockers?
Curl up and die.
I don't really have any choice. Yeah, let's play a Deeproot Pilgrimage. Attack for 2. Take what appears to be at least 5 damage next turn. Because if they block... if they attack with everything, I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably block the legitimate business person. I could block... I can't block this as trample, but if I block Burning Tree, I would save myself 1 life. No, I'm not. Yeah, I would save myself 1 life, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't even know what I'm hoping for. I'm just so dead here. Yeah.
Nothing to see here. It's a legitimate business person.
Yeah. Everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong. To be honest, to beat this matchup, because it's so bad, like, things need to go really wrong on their side, and nothing can go wrong on our side. Like, we have to curve out. We wouldn't have even curved out even if I dumped the Witness Protection. But you, like, have to curve out. Everything has to go perfectly. Nothing went perfectly. I did like that the Tidebinder Mage slowed them down a ton, so I'm happy about that. But I also know that it's just not going to move the needle that much in this matchup. All right, round 1 of the books. We've got time to go on to round 2.
Lost the die roll.
Yeah, we lost the die roll again, but our hand curves. Turn 1, Commander Speaker. Turn 2, Deeproot Pilgrimage. Turn 3, Sentinel of the Nameless City. It'd be great on the play. It'd be a very good hand on the play. Thoughtseize. You're going to take my 1-drop away. You Thoughtseizing scum. Took the Deeproot Pilgrimage. You're going to kill my Commander Speaker, will you? How badly do I need my life total high? Because I just drew the Bark Channel Pathway. It really sucked to play that card because that's the only card my opponent doesn't know. Oh, but if I want to buff up the Command Speaker, I have to have an island in play. So, well, so I would play this next turn or not. So anyway, we'll put the Command Speaker in play. They didn't like that card. They didn't like Deep Root Pilgrimage. I wonder why not. Maybe because it's good versus them. Maybe because it's good.
It's Tezzeret in their avatar, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
Whatever happened to that guy?
I think Tezzeret's dead.
Oh no.
I don't know the lore though. I'm sorry if there's like some big lore people in the description. Or sorry, in the comment sections. Like, he's not dead, yeah. It's plenty alive. He was just Phyrexianized, damn it. I don't know. I'm just completely talking out of my ass here. Our opponent unfortunately has a
wow.
Yeah. Welcome back to Pioneer, Nikachu. You get to draw 3 straight lands in a control matchup. How do you like it? Okay, I'm running right into a counterspell. Maybe not, though. I mean, it could be just a bunch of removal and we get the map token, but either way, like, I would rather not. I'd rather wait to attack with 2 Mutavaults instead of spending my turn attacking with 1 and doing nothing with my mana. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. Damn, there's that. That was one reason to save it. Cling to Dust. So I'm just assuming this is a deck that has... I've played against some Dimir control decks. They've got Treasure Cruise. They might have Shieldred. Feels like Shieldred right now. Ooh, Sorin the Mirthless. You're mirthless, Sorin. 2/3 lifelinker.
Like worthless.
Okay, so what's the plan? The plan is we map our Mutavault. I drew another land. Didn't even realize that. Okay, let's first map our Mutavault. They have to minus for that thing? Okay, good. Show me...
Your secrets.
Can I use this thing at all? Because I don't want to attack with... Oh, no, I could attack with both. Hold on. I could attack with both Mutavaults. So I lose a Mutavault, I kill the Sorin. How bad is this? Look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card and put it into your hand. If you do, you lose life equal to its mana value. That's pretty bad. That's pretty evil. Not to mention it can make another 2/3. So basically we're trading a Mutavault for the Sorin. It has flying and lifelink, which I don't like. So if I map and I draw a land, I'm really screwed. Okay, we're going in. We're going in to eat up the Sorin. Not really thrilled about this line, but, you know, we're doing what we got to do around here. Yeah. Oh, you want to attack, do you? You feel aggressive with your little 2/3 vampire flying lifelinker. Deduce. Basically, 4 mana draw 2. Well, Hexcatcher is not bad. But what do I do here? Put more blue mana in play. I think I'll just attack with 1 Mutavault for the time being. And then I guess pass. Ooh, you have Censor in your deck. Well, in that case, I think I should play my Hexcatcher. I totally forgot about that card. Yeah, holding up 2 mana is not very useful for me. Yeah. Oh, another Censor, ha! My opponent was like, well, you're playing around Censor, I might as well dump the other Censor. Censor being the like the mana tide of this format. Well, so far this is not that bad of a situation. Ha! Joke's on you. I got nothing. I was drawing garbage this entire time. So they can attack for 2, but I attack back for 4, maybe 5. Who knows?
Ugh.
We still might win.
Oof.
Yeah. Okay, what is this? Fortunately, if it's a threat, it'll stay on top. Deep Root Pilgrimage, this is great. Okay, do not put it in the graveyard. No. Yeah, we want to keep that. That's a good one. We want to keep that one. It's a very good one. And then they'll have great synergy with our Mutabolts. Yeah, they're desperate. But, like, this is a matchup that can turn on a dime because they do have... I haven't played this matchup in a long time, but they do have Treasure Cruise, and then they start digging for some really good stuff. Like, I don't know, throwing a Shield Dread here would be the end of me. Jace Vryn's Prodigy is pretty good. Welp. I guess, I hope there's no hard counter here. Can target spell with mana value 2 or less? Well, that took all the air out of my sails. Attack back for 5. Fortunately, we got these Mutabolts.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. They're not nearly as good in Modern or Legacy. They're good here. Oh, that's great. We've got Field of Ruin. To get more lands out of it. We need to get the lands out of our deck. That's what we need to do. We need these lands to get out of here. Narset. You might blank on Narset. Come on, whiff. Reveals. Oh, they found a lot of stuff. They found Shieldred's edicts. They may not even really use the Jace. Or do they need to? How many lands I draw?
All of them.
I'd say. I would say so. Oh, look at this! Look at this line our opponent's supposed to do. They're about to. This is a crazy great line. They're gonna block with Jace, then they're gonna loot, and then when they discard, it turns into a Planeswalker and it doesn't die. I seriously don't think this has ever happened to me before. Like, I'm just seeing this line for the first time in my life. Great line. Okay. Anyway, second main phase. They thought sees us and saw 3 lands.
I hope they do it again.
How many spells did I draw? I drew literally 2 so far, and we're on turn 9.
That is unbelievable.
Let's
see what's in there. What are you hiding?
I still have nothing. I have nothing. You know what's funny? This Jace can't even do very much. Because I have no creature in play to go get. But this is fine. It's like what was this called? Deduce? Deduce can draw 2 cards. This is ridiculous. Okay, they have no removal in hand. Oh, this is going to chew up my draw step, isn't it? Probably draws a card. Oh, that's actually good that I have all these cards in my hand. There's the dig through time. Okay, so now I expect to be in deep crap now. Deep, deep, deep crap. So deep, I'm gonna start looking at my sideboard for Dimir controller, and I got it set up. I know what to do.
One more land. Let's see it. Just once.
Yeah, one more. Ooh, that's interesting. Damn, I wish I put a Botanical Sanctum in earlier. I was trying to. I didn't put these. So if anyone was curious, I didn't put the Botanical Sanctums in play over Breeding Pool because my opponents didn't know what these cards were. They knew about the Breeding Pool, but they didn't know about the Botanical Sanctums. Hence why they thought seized us. Oh, they don't have it in the graveyard, but that's why they thought seized us, because they were like, hey, what's up? So I at least got some 2 life out of that. Well, if I didn't have lands... Can this change the equation here? What's the change the equation? I can't remember what change the equation is. Can I target red or green spell with mana value 6 or less? Damn. Oh, X, no, this is 7, so they actually can't counter this. I played around change the equation. Okay, let's explore 6 times witness protection. I don't think that's helping me. Let's put that in our graveyard. Let's go find something better. Vidalian Hexcatcher. I don't think that's helping me either. What, another Vidalian Hexcatcher? Go on, where's the revealed card zone? Okay, there it is. We'll put that in the graveyard. Deeper Pilgrimage is not bad. I will keep that. Yeah, we'll keep that on top. Now we got a big Jade Light Spelunker. Oops, I forgot to keep that in my hand. You got to keep that in my hand for the Garara Reach Sanitarium.
Spelunker.
F.
Oh.
F's in chat. F's in chat. Yeah. That was a punt, though. I should not that it makes a big difference, but I should not have put the Botanical Sanctum when my opponent is setting up the Narset of Parter of Veils and Gyre Reach Sanitarium lock. So the idea is if I have no cards in my hand, they can just Gyre Reach Sanitarium at the beginning of my turn, and then I can't draw I can't draw more than one card each turn because I already drew my card. So I should always keep like a random dead card in my hand. Yeah, we can draw a card. Okay, so I have no more cards for the rest of the game if I played this Deeproot Pilgrimage. That's not good. It's not good, opponent. Why would you do that to me? That is not very nice. All right, let's see if we can attack this Narset so I can draw cards. And that's the end of the game. I'll concede. Because I'm under the Narset lock. I can't get out of it. What was my next card drawn? Nope. That would not have got me out of this. I probably would have died to this vampire. Okay, what do we want? We want Disdainful Stroke to deal with very large cards. Sweepers. Sometimes Shieldred, but most importantly, Dig Through Time. We're going to bring in Mystical Dispute because it interacts with... Like, countering anything is fine. Jacefin's Prodigy, Narset, even Black Sweepers. There's nothing wrong with spending 3 mana to counter something all at once. We're bringing in Tishana's Tidebinder because it's just a random flash threat, and also they have a lot of activated and triggered abilities like the Sorin, Jace, Narset, all that good stuff. And we're also going to bring in... So we're bringing 1 Tishana's Tidebinder. And I will be siding out all our Witness protections.
No.
And I will side out the Eaten by Piranhas. So they don't have Sorin? Sorry, Shieldred? I swear they had some Shieldreds. Maybe I'm wrong. And we're going to take out the Jade Light Spelunker. Really? Trust the sideboard guide. Always trust. I guess the counter spells are supposed to be good enough to deal with Sorin. Or sorry, Shieldred.
Splunkin.
The idea is, like, in this matchup is to be sort of ahead from the start and stay ahead. I unfortunately just ran out of gas, like, at every stage of that game because I drew a billion lands. I have no other explanation for that. Here, we're going to keep this. This hand's actually quite strong. If they don't have Thoughtseize or Fatal Push on turn 1, then this Deeproot Pilgrimage and Kamina Speaker is going to sort of get way out in front very quickly. Excellent. That's perfect. So exactly what I'm talking about. Ooh! That's a bit too good. We're going to have to take a back seat to this Deeproot Pilgrimage plan because Smuggler's Copter next turn is way better. And then we'll have Deeproot Pilgrimage with Mystical Dispute backup. Yeah, this is way too good. I smell an edict. Unfortunately, I can't play around it at all. Hopefully they try to counter this, and then I just Mystical Dispute it, and then we just have a supremely far ahead board here. So they do go for the counter. We're going to fight over it. So now they can't. So I was mostly afraid of, like, Shieldred's Edict. So they, like, let's say they Edict. I have to sack my Speaker. I don't get a token, and I can attack with Copter this turn, but it's like that's not the value that I was looking for this turn. So we will crew with our Copter. And hopefully this runs away with the game, because the Copter will loot into delicious new cards. So I don't flood out like I did last game. Or it's already converting. Already got a Mutavault, which combos with our Deeproot Pilgrimage. This time, hopefully we don't look like we're getting our just completely blown off the face of the earth. So I will just play Mutavault and likely attack with Kamina Speaker. The reason I'm doing this is they clearly have removal up for Smuggler's Copter, and I do not want it to die. So if they wanted to kill Kamina Speaker before I attack, then I crew the Copter, and yeah, so on. And we'll pass, and at end of turn, we'll probably activate Mutavault and Crewcopter. If they tap out here, I think this is a fine spot to... It's close. Okay, I'll just let this happen. I was thinking of activating Crew and Copter, but there's some chance there's Fatal Push, and it's enough of a chance. Okay, so this I'll definitely Crew the Copter in response to that. In response to Censor. This doesn't perfectly play around a sweeper next turn, but it's good enough. I'm happy enough with this decision to get like an extra token in play.
Fancy tech.
Well, that's just great. Well, there goes that Mutavault idea. There goes that Mutavault. Well, at least we got that thing tapped. Well, we could. And we do have a pretty big board anyway.
It's about to get a lot bigger.
Probably. I have no...
Lord.
Ooh, another Deep Root Pilgrimage.
Yeah.
Probably...
Double the tokens, double the fun.
Yeah, basically. Okay, so we'll... I'm planning a land in play so I can play around Mystical Dispute from my opponent. So again, I'm not going to attack with Smuggler's Copter. So I'm not going to activate Smuggler's Copter because of the risk of it dying to a removal spell. It's also possible our opponent has like a bunch of Shieldred Edicts and they're like really, really screwed. Fortunately, this Ottawa doesn't do anything. The onus is on our opponent to, like, you know, do something, though. They're very close to dead. Pilgrimage and Kamena Speaker is doing a good job by itself. So if our opponent wants to play patiently... So the thing is, if they tap out, we have Copter available. Oh, no. Destroy all creatures, mana value 2 or less. And unfortunately, I cannot bounce anything. So our board went from, like, everything to nothing. Okay. Can do nothing. Well, our opponent did something. Now we need something. Well, that was not something. And that is very bad for us.
Unbelievable.
No! Stop drawing cards! Okay, well, it's not the end of the world yet. Our position can re-explode at the moment that we find any creature. That is a very good creature. I'm not really thrilled that... What's it called? Okay, I do have to put this thing in play again.
Makes your Ottawa cheaper.
It will. I'm very concerned about this Field of Ruin just eating a land for free because I can't do anything about that. And then the Ottawa is no longer free. Drown in the Lock. That works. And pass the turn. I really needed that Kumena last turn. Well, actually, I think our opponent had the 2 mana up, so... I was not doing anything about it. Now, the only difference in my line is... sorry, I could have... If I attacked with Smuggler's Copter... Oh, no, not Sorin. If I attacked with Smuggler's Copter earlier, I still have to tap my Kamena Speaker, which gives me my token, so but I've only would have attacked for 1 more damage than I normally would have. Okay, so this is all manageable. If I draw a creature again, it's not a creature. It's not anything good at all. Okay, pass. It actually may actually I'm thinking back, and maybe I should have been more aggressive with my Copter. I don't remember what's in these decks, but if it's like a bunch of edicts, oh no, there was Drown in the Lock, so they could have probably killed my Copter at any moment. I'm just trying to think of all the spot removal they have, because they have a lot of edicts. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you get Incubate X. That's very evil. Anyway, okay, sure. Here comes everything. Okay, so they have... oh, that's interesting. They did nothing with their vampire token. This has flying too. Okay, I'm going to bounce the token. I have a feeling they've...
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I needed that earlier. How many caverns are in this deck? 3? I think there's 3. Maybe there's 4.
Land the deck.
I know. Welcome back. Welcome back to Pioneer, Nikachu. Welcome back to Pioneer, where you can flood out in all your matchups. Which is so sad. We had such a gas start here. It was a very, very, very strong start. Just trying to think, what are my options here? I got my option. I have no option. Pass the turn again. I pass the turn back to you, opponent. Maybe you can kill yourself with the Sorin the Mirthless. Get a little greedy with this. Look at the top card of your library thing.
Sorin the Worthless.
Not that worthless. So I'm going to sandbag. Well, I have no reason to play this Cavern of Souls, but I'm going to sandbag it a little bit right now. So that if they hold up, what's it called? Counter magic, it's for nothing. But again, I don't really want them to gain any life at all, so I'm just going to interact with this stupid vampire. These life gain vampires, they're no good. They're not good for anything. The third Deep Root Pilgrimage. I don't know where if you haven't heard this from me before. Deep Root Pilgrimage, not really that good in multiples. Like, you don't really need more than one. One is good enough to do the job, because then you get into this situation where you have, like, no creature to enable the damn thing. Another thing that gives you a huge edge, actually, in this matchup is because of Cavern of Souls. It blanks a lot of their, counter spells. Their change the plans. Sorry, change the equation. I mean, it doesn't really change that much with Drown in the Lock, but, some cards like, like nothing. It changes nothing. You can either... Well, I mean, if I was able to force a Kumena Tyrant of Vraska in play, I would have got some tokens, right? So at least getting that in play, even if they have Drown in the Lock to kill it when it's in play, I at least get some value in this type of deck. Same thing with, like... what's it called? Sentinel of the Nameless City. You want to have that card enter the battlefield. We literally need to just draw a single Merfolk, and we'll have an army in play. I understand they can, like, Jace to bring this Path of Peril back. We would have an army.
This is horrible. What is going on with this metagame?
I'll tell you what. I don't mind wasting all the bad luck, or I'm gonna say getting all the bad luck out of the way before the regional championship, because the regional championship, when it comes around at Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
You can get my autograph. I'll be there.
I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna run hot as hell, and I'm gonna win the entire tournament. That's my plan. They have another Sorin the Mirthless. Yeah, control decks look really good. The opponent is doing nothing. Now how many lands do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I discarded one. Okay, so 11 turns, I have 11 lands. Well, now our opponent's getting into the red zone. I don't blame him. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. What would be great here? Maybe Kumena. Well, then. That's not the card I was looking for, but I don't even think it helps me. Wait, this has flying, this has flying, this has flying. There's literally lethal in the air. Oh yeah, and they've got this. Okay, well, anyway, they have lethal in the air. I can't do anything. And I have no more lands to show them. I'm just
Good
gonna,
lord.
yeah, both games. Just peel a bunch of lands. Stick with the 24 lands, people. It has nothing to do with the 20. You want to. I'm gonna repeat this. You'll be very happy to lose to Mana Flood than Mana Screw. I'm very happy. Very, very happy. I cast cards this game. All right, that's the important thing. Anyway, that's round 2. We're gonna go on to round 3. We won the die roll. I can't believe we did that for once. We did it. We did the one. We won it. Okay, we have a hand of lands and spells. We're gonna keep it. It's a decent hand. Turn 1, Cenote Scout, Deep Root Pilgrimage. Then turn 3, depending if we draw a land off the Cenote Scout, maybe we go Sentinel in the Nameless City, or we go Deep Root Pilgrimage or Witness Protection, or we could have 3 lands, have everything available. We'll see what happens. Start with Cenote Scout. I will definitely be digging for a land, because we do want to hit our 3 drops. I mean, you always want to get to your 3rd land. Or I should, yeah, you always want to get to your 3rd land. You don't want to be into a position where you're just playing 1 spell a turn. That'd be terrible. It would be an absolute abomination. I think the greatest way you lose with this deck is just being choked on mana. I don't think people respect mana efficiency enough. Is our opponent there? Come on, are they just flabbergasted by the Cenote Scout here? Cenote Scout, what is this? I gotta look this up.
Yeah, they're gonna.
You don't need to look it up. It's like right here.
They're gonna go on Wikipedia. They're gonna break out the Windows 95 Encyclopedia CD. Maybe it's on there.
Maybe.
Along with that video of the Hindenburg blimp.
Yeah.
That tiny, tiny video at like 240 pixels by 240 pixels.
Gotta cherish those small, little.
That was a big deal back then.
Small memories. The internet on the computer back then. I remember looking up Tamagotchi constantly on Google, or maybe it was Yahoo at the time. Command a Tyrant of Vraska. We have to put that in the. You put the revealed card into the graveyard. Yes, because we have to get. If we don't get to our 3rd land, that card is useless to us. Like everything is useless if we don't get to our 3rd land. And we can still play a game without our 3rd land, but we should be moving that direction. So we have to see a Den of the Bugbear. Oh, that's great. It's another prowess deck. Okay, now the good thing is we are on the play. Ah, but I have this damn breeding pool. Okay, great. Botanical Sanctum. Okay, that could not have gone better. Alright, so we do get Deep Root Pilgrimage. I can attack, make a token. Okay, depending how our opponent wants to develop their board, this might be really good. This hand might end up being really good. Maybe I'll even shock Breeding Pool in play. I hate how I draw. I only have 4 shock lands in this entire deck. Only 4 shock lands.
And there they are.
There they are, against the deck that wants to kill me as quickly as possible. The deck that's like, okay, your life total is at 20. How do I get you to 1 in 2 turns?
I think
I've already done like half the work for them.
I think Daybreak Games has cursed this account. They want you to use the other one.
Yeah. You use your sponsored account,
Yeah.
Nikachu.
What
What are you doing? Go back to your old account. Well, I have the cards for this thing. I want to play under my real account. I want to win and lose tickets.
This account, the draws will just be bad all the time,
Yeah.
just to dissuade you from using it.
Yeah, you know what? They got to get me back to the old sponsored account. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. So I'm getting a little.
They're multi-queuing?
Yeah, obviously. Like no one, they're playing like the super fast. Whenever someone's playing like the super fast deck and they're playing it painfully slowly, it's always because they're multi-queuing. There's really no other explanation.
The bastards.
There's some people who play this deck super fast, and then there's some people who play it insanely slow, and the only reason is because they're multi-queuing. This feels like such a modern card, Copperline Gorge. But yeah, we all got him. Oh, sorry, this is the friendly one. This is an enemy one. Refined Hero. I guess this is just stock now. Yeah, you got a 2/2 Refined Hero. I'll block you. I will block you. That's my plan. Don't kill my... Don't! No! That's very rude. You didn't want to... Oh, you can't attack. It doesn't have haste. Didn't have haste. Okay, okay, that's good news. That is good news. Okay, 2 options. No, 1 option. Play this thing. I take it back. I didn't have any other options. I need a way to tap this Sentinel though, like Commander Tyrant of Arask or what's it called? Smuggler's Copter. And then we go bonkers. We go bonkers. Oh, we got a 2/2 on the loose. Not sure what I'll do with this thing. Because I don't want to block it with the Sentinel yet, because they'll definitely use some combat trick to kill it. Right now this has 4 toughness. Ooh, I'm going to give something trample. So I'm going to get hit for 6 by this, the hero. Yeah, this matchup just went from worse to worse. I need like bounce spells. Okay, 6. I'm just not going to block. There's no point. I see no point in this. But I'll probably put a witness protection on it. Or maybe I got to put witness protection on this. Well, hello there. Well, hello there. Oh, this is great. Can I go off? Just trying to think. Does this thing have perpetual trample? No. So I should probably spend 2 life to get witness protection out. And then we play Commander Tyrant of Araska. Well, first I'm going to get in for a clean 3 damage. Let's get in for a clean 3 damage first. And then I just have to be worried about trample creatures from here on out. Does it have trample? No. Maybe then I don't play this witness protection yet, and I wait for this trampler to come out, and then, because I can't jump block that thing. Then that's the thing that I'm going to deal with. Okay, so let's start this party with a Commander Tyrant of Araska. We're going to tap another untap Merfolk God Control, the Sentinel.
Which creates a thing.
We're gonna make a token. Tokens are good. Tokens are great. And then we can double block. Sorry, block, and then make another token. Tap 3, draw a card, make a token. And then on the following turn, we can play Deeproot Pilgrimage and hopefully go super ham. And then hopefully block everything. And then while playing Witness Protection on the Trampler. Like, we're still vulnerable to... I mean, there's like a lot of stuff around here. But... like, if we make 4 tokens a turn, that's pretty good. It's
good value.
Yeah, it's pretty good value. All right, so this thing's going to come out. Oh, you're playing it again! You're plotting another one. Oh, well, that's not what I was expecting.
It's literally a cactus.
Okay, that's a problem. Because if that targets the heart hero, I'm just going to take like 7. Go to 4. Ramming up runes puts me to 2. Oh, you're going to diversify your efforts. Okay. Well, I'm just jump blocking these things. I don't care. I'll take 5. Okay, so here comes 1 plotted creature. I still have to deal with what's like all these lands here. Oh no! They were hitting me the exact same way as last time. The exact same way. At least we can block something with Kamena. What are they doing that for? Are they giving me this trample? I mean, that's fine. Oh no, they're giving this haste? No, it's haste, but it's not trample. This thing has trample. Okay, attack. So Kamena can block something. If they're just going to attack with these 2 things, I mean, I'm just going to chump block with 1. And I'll take 5, and I'll be pretty happy about that. So they have 1 plotted thing left. Remember, my life total is at 9 because of the Ramanap runes. I'm just going to block this thing. Like, you're just throwing it away. You're throwing it away!
Oh, runner goes meep meep.
And is it worth saving 1 life? I go from 5. I go from 11 to 6. I'm here at 4. 4 is higher than nothing, so I think I will do that and keep my 1/1 around. And then we will tap 3 Merfolk to draw a card. We're making complicated lines here. This is complicated. Cenote Scout is not a bad draw. More Merfolk to make billions more tokens are a great thing. Billions. Billions. Ooh, what does this do? It's actually useful because I can blow up now Den of the Bugbear, which is also a problem. So I gotta leave a green up for this. It's 1 green because of our Kumena. So I can play Cenote Scout. This just has trample, but like we might just make a huge board. Yeah, I like those actually. Okay, so let's play Cenote Scout, see what happens. I'll play Deeproot Pilgrimage. Oh my god, that was a great draw. Play the Mutavault. Play... okay, how do I get this Deeproot? Can I activate Mutavault? No, it doesn't do anything. So I'll just play the Deeproot Pilgrimage. No, I don't even know if I want to waste this. I could put it on here just in case this... I don't know if there's any way for them to sacrifice this thing. So target, whenever it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. I don't know how it dies. Can you sacrifice your creature somehow? I doubt it. Maybe I just hold on to this witness protection for a slick shot showdown. Let's buff up Kumena. Or try to buff it up. At least control the top of our deck. Smuggler's Copter. We're going to keep that. Put the removal card on the... No. Okay, we'll keep that one. Then we'll say tap another untapped Merfolk you control. Cenote Scout.
Da, 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 da. Always yield, always yes.
Yeah, something like that. Attack with both Sentinel and Commander Tyrant of Erazka. Okay, we're gonna get our map token. We're going off, people. We're going off. We need... The only thing that would really keep me feel very, very safe right now is if I had... what's it called? Hexcatcher. Hexcatcher would be the nuts. And then next turn we can just buff the entire board. Because we have enough Merfolk that we can start like tapping everything for 5 and double buff everything.
Ha!
Yeah. What about this, huh? You try to go wide against me while I'm going wide against you.
Ha.
So this is more very creature based now. This is so much more creature based than like spell based. I think it always was like that though. Okay, back to the I don't have a Gruul Prowess strategy here. I don't think it's any different though from Mono Red Prowess. It's basically the same. Or it's similar. Oh no, I do. I have a different strategy. Aethergust, Smuggler's Copter. Oh no, it's the same. Okay. It's the same. Bring in Tide. Bring in Aethergust. Side out the Copter. As you see in that game, Copter did nothing. Side out Jade Light Spelunker.
Spelunkin.
Shout out to going first. If we were on the draw, we would have lost for sure.
It should just be a rule that you always go first.
I would love that to be a rule, but the unwritten rule is aggro always goes first. So whoever has the more aggro deck, they always get to go first. And in this case,
no, I think if we pay
round 1, our opponent got to go first.
I think if we pay something to Richard Garfield, we can.
I don't think Richard Garfield. No, I have to bribe someone at Daybreak Games. How do we manipulate this die roll? Daybreak Games. Come on, we know.
No. I mean, it'll be like literally written on like the Gather website, the big list of rule books. Jonathan Zaczek gets to go first.
Yeah,
it's a rule.
The head judge could do that. Head judge can do anything. Change the rules. Well, notice.
Is Mark Rosewater like a head judge?
No. He's stronger than a head judge. He head judge can change rules for a singular tournament. Mark Rosewater can change rules for every tournament. Mark Rosewater is a real god, the god of gods.
Can he change? Can he errata a card on the fly, and have it stick?
Probably not. But outside of a tournament, he can. Just like say.
No, Emrakul.
Or Ornithopter is now Emrakul. This hand's really poor.
They mulliganed.
But like it's sort of defensive, so I'm gonna keep it.
They went to 6. Go to 5.
So I don't mind going like turn 1 Witness Protection, turn 2 Tidebinder Mage, and trying to figure it out from there.
Go to 5. Come on.
If they do go to 5, it would help us a lot. Because they're a type of deck that sort of needs a... I mean, they're a type of deck that will win pretty often at 5, but at least it's 2 less cards we have to deal with. But they're going to stick at 6. It's going to be opponents. Kumano. The Mano. Boop, boop, boop. Not a very impressive start, but I can't interact with Kumano at all. Kumano annoying. Ping me for 1. Like, buff their creatures. We haven't seen Slickshot Showdown. In some ways, that's a good thing. Doesn't seem to have changed. Heart Fire Hero. Okay, next. For my next trick, do we play Witness Protection or do we play Tidebinder Mage? I'm getting some sense. Well, what does this mean? Removal? Alternatively, I actually could just play Land Pass. It feels like they have removal. I could go Land Pass, and then maybe we try to surprise them with a Hex Catcher. And actually, if they try to deal 2 damage to the Commander Speaker, I can flash in Hex Catcher and just blow them out.
Poof!
Yeah, poof. I'm not going to attack because I would be on... I guess I could no, I don't really want to attack because if I force my opponent to use removal, I'm not going to really win this war. Because they can use removal on my Hex Catcher. You be careful, opponent. I could have anything. I could have Petty Theft here.
You could have Norin the
What
Wary.
is this? At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Ooh, so this is like, what, a 4/4?
Is this from Bloomburrow?
Is it every turn? At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter. Oh, wow, that's every turn. Maybe I should have countered that.
Is this Mouse from Bloomburrow?
Yeah. It's got that Canadian maple leaf on the bottom right corner. That means it's from Bloomburrow.
No, I mean, oh, that's a mouse too.
Huh?
That looks
What are you
like a
talking
mole.
This thing? Oh, this thing? This is not a. This is not.
No,
a
the other
mouse.
guy. Yeah, this dude.
This is a mouse.
Yeah.
We've seen this every game.
Yeah, but is it from Bloomburrow, that new set?
Yes, it's got the Canadian leaf.
I didn't know that.
The maple leaf. This maple leaf means Bloomburrow.
Okay, now I know that. I didn't know that before. I don't pay.
That's Bloomburrow.
I don't pay attention to set symbols.
No, you don't have to pay attention to anything. This card's really annoying because it like perms you control with counters on them have ward 1. It sort of undermines my Witness Protection, but to some degree. Ooh, ooh. Do I even want to play this though? Command is not that impressive here. I sort of want to tap this Heartfire hero down. Actually, leveling this thing up sucks. If you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, put twice that many counters. I sort of want to have a mana's efficient turn
No.
and attack at the same time. So we'll play a Tidebinder Mage. We will tap down the Heartfire hero. Again, as much fire in your heart. Putting it out right now. We'll attack for 3, and I guess I can hold on to the Witness Protection for something more dangerous. Like, this is not a very dangerous creature. Creature dealt damage this turn by a source you control would die. Exile it instead. I mean, if I put something on here, this is such a crappy target for Witness Protection, but they could make this a 3/3 attack. whatever. If they do that, that's fine. Yeah, our counterattack is so much stronger. I'm a little concerned about that stupid plot creature. Swift Spear. Okay, so like Swift Spear is like a infinitely more important creature to hit with Witness Protection. It's because it can just keep getting bigger. Keeps getting bigger and bigger. The Energizer Bunny keeps going and going. It's 2-3. I actually can't attack into our stuff. What? What is going on here?
No.
I'd be super thrilled about this block because like we have Hexcatcher in play, so I'm not gonna block the Prowess creature because it'll get buffed up by like whatever spell is played. But I will block this fellow because there will be a spell played and we will counter it with our. Oh no! Okay, I can't counter that apparently, so we get supremely blown out here. Well, not really. Like okay, so I was like, wow, we get supremely blown out, but they could have just killed this thing and attacked. I guess it's the same. Well, I guess it's a little bit better for them. I'm not sure what to do with our board.
Don't worry, it'll repair.
Oh, it will it?
It'll recover.
Okay, I'm going to play Snow Scout. We draw Mutavault.
It's a beautiful.
Which is good. So we'll, I think we're going to play just commit a Tyrant of Vraska and pass, and we'll chump block the hero and draw a card. I assume that this is, I don't want to take too much damage from this thing. We can chump block with Cenote Scout, draw a card, that's fine. Oh, unless they're going to give a trample? There it is. Every game. Well, I'm going to chump block something. Something's getting chump block here, okay? I don't care what it is. Something.
The only jump I see here is your opponent.
Yeah. Is it trample until end of turn? I think it's just until end of turn. This is a very different deck, to be honest, from what I remember it. It's more spell-based. Now it's like more permanent-based. We have some pretty good interaction next turn. We're going to buff up the Swift Spear. That's fine. Can I... Oh, yeah, if he attacked with Swift Spear, I would have killed it for sure. Anyway, I guess no blocks. Take 8. We'll have Otawara up for it next time. The only thing that's saving us right now is they're pretty choked on mana. Okay, so we'll draw some cards. 'Cause who doesn't like to draw cards? Pilgrimage? Not Pilgrimage, but that's nice. That's useless. Okay, how do we mana efficiently do anything? I guess what we're going to do is not play Hexcatcher here. I mean, we might play Hexcatcher. Because it looks like I'm going to bounce this. And I definitely have to put the Breeding Pool in play tapped. Would you like to pay 2 life? No. I will Witness Protection this thing.
Never happened.
And then depending what they want to do, can I just buff this? Whatever. It can't get bigger. That's the point. Then depending on what our opponent does, we will... Do I have any attack? Not really. Nothing I'm willing to do.
I'm not willing or able.
I'm just going to pass the turn. You know what? I sort of regret playing this Witness Protection. What I could have done was activate Mutavault. No, it doesn't change my... Oh, it just gave me the option to activate... I still have that option if I really want. Activate Mutavault, play Hexcatcher. Oh no, I'm just trying to think of how to like buff the team with Kamena, Tyrant of Vraska. It's a big heartful hero do you have. But I have chump blockers at the wazoo. And I will block! In the name of love. I will block that thing.
Block.
I will fight off this evildoer.
That thing's getting pretty big.
Yeah, I'm aware. That's why we have this Ottawa in our hand. Okay, I'm hoping they're gonna burn like a trample card here. Like, okay, hold on, let's draw a card.
Clever. Look at that.
Yeah, look at these maneuvers. Another land.
Yeah, bounce it into oblivion.
Then they replay it. Yeah, we'll keep our stuff on the board. It's nice to have this this combat trick up like in your pocket, but I'd sort of want to keep all my permanents on the battlefield as well. And hopefully our Hexcatcher will deal more damage by next turn. And by that I mean like maybe we can get to a point where we have 5 creatures in play and we Stinger Backtower. What the hell is this? Do we plot this card? Flying Trample. It gets -1/-1 for each card in your hand. That sounds terrible. Plot for 3. So it can attack me for 7 next turn? Okay, so I have to kill my opponent super fast.
What's a plot?
Oh, we got another Ottawa, so that's not bad.
What's plotting?
Huh?
What is this plotting mechanic?
Plot is you plot it, and then next turn you can play it. It's like it basically goes to exile, and then you can play it for free next turn.
Oh, I see.
So they're basically they paid 3 mana to put this in exile. It's flying and trample. That's just great. So I have to have 3 mana up for the Ottawa. I'm just thinking if we can be aggressive here. Can we attack with Kamena? Maybe not. I guess they're planning on killing me next turn. I am in a bit of a spot where I need to be a little aggressive, but I don't have any good attack. Okay, so you play the dragon. I Ottawa. It does not have flash. Okay, so okay, I'm just gonna pass, and we're gonna play a put a Hexcatcher in play, and we'll bounce the stupid dragon. Too bad. If this Botanical Sanctum was... did it change anything? I want to get this Mutavault untapped, so I have 3 mana, 2 mana... No, there's nothing I can do at the moment. I know what the plan is. The plan is keep my head above water. That's my plan at the moment. It's not a bad plan. So now my opponent might be playing slower because I'm playing slower. My opponent's like, well, my opponent's not doing anything, so I'm going to go do something else. Yeah, I don't have any good attack. Ottawa is not where I wanted this card. Ha! Only a 5/5. Pathetic. The hero comes back. Unfortunately, because they drew another land, they can replot this damn thing. Level 2, which is permanents you control with counters on them have Ward 1. Yeah, that's where I'm going to interact with you here. Back to hand. Wait till next turn to plot it again. I was afraid of that. It's a 4/3. But at least Commander Tyrant of Veraska will be a 3/5. So we do have to go for I am going to go for the necessary blocks here. I guess I should have put the Hex Catcher in play before I went for my blocks. Because if they have a combat trick, like, say, kill Kamena Speaker right now, that would work. But now it doesn't, so if they have, like, a burn spell, I can sack these 2 creatures, and this creature still dies. Oh, unless it's an... Okay. Unless it was, like, another damn Rending Volley. But that would have been okay.
Can you tap?
Oops, I make a mistake here. I have to definitely draw a card before
Yeah,
I sack
say,
everything.
Couldn't you have tapped all these guys?
Yeah, I can. And I will. Get some value out of these things.
Big. Huge.
So Swiss Spear gets to live. It's a big creature. But the Trampler dies, and at least I didn't take any damage from this other card. But I still have to deal with stupid dragon. That's on the way. Not thrilled with that dragon. Especially since I don't have any really great ways to deal with it. This card is so annoying. Like, it's supremely annoying. Okay, so step 1, get this thing in play. No, sorry, step 1. Yeah, step 1, get this in play. So now I can tap 5. But is that worth it? Honestly, don't think it's worth it. So if this becomes a 4/4, I can block it. So you can't attack into my Sentinel very well. So let's... Okay, so I have no intention of buffing the entire team. I'm just going to start attacking right now. I'm going to attack and still draw cards. Cenote Scout. Put into graveyard. That's tough. Because I could use another random 1-mana Pipsqueak, but I can't. Put in the graveyard. So that stupid dragon is still coming to kill me in a few turns. Oh, maybe I should have put the +1/+1 counter on the Hex Catcher so I can attack into the Heartless Hero. Okay, I'm going to put it in my graveyard. Oh, I can't. Oh, no, okay, I can attack, but I actually can't attack the way I wanted to. Because I wanted to tap, make Kamena unblockable. It's not working out as planned. Well, we're getting our money's worth. Is this like game 2? I think this is game 2.
Yes.
Wow, there's still a game 3 if we lose this somehow. You know what a line I didn't think about? Keep the Cenote on Scout, draw a card, play Cenote Scout. Damn, that was a great line. And that would put that random extra creature in play. Anyway, it was like a possibility. But I need to find an answer to this dragon. Because if they play the dragon this turn, like it's just coming next turn, and I die. So I need to find some way to beat the dragon. Am I going to plot it again? No, they're just going to hardcast it. Sure. I don't blame you. So they don't really have any good attacks. I'll draw a card. I guess I can attack with a Heartful Hero. Is it any target? Dies. No, just each opponent. What?
You've mispronounced his name twice already.
Who?
First you said Heartless Hero.
Oh,
and then
Heartfire
you
Hero?
said Heartful or whatever.
Whatever. I don't know this card.
The Heartless Hero.
Okay, let's draw some cards. I like drawing cards.
Big.
Yeah, where's bigger than big?
Massive.
Because I'm dead next turn, for sure.
We're going to bounce spell.
We need Ether Gust. That actually might help. I can blow this thing up. Oh no, but then I'm going to die to Ramanap Runes. What can I do here? Are you an enchantment? No. I was just thinking, this can become a 7/7. But it's going to become an 8/8 because of the Innkeeper's Talent. Oh no, we're at level 2. Permanents you control have with counters on them have ward 1. So it's only going to be a 7/7. So this is the only thing that kills me. Maybe I Boseiju that right now. Yeah, maybe I don't die. Is that how it works? Like, I don't know how these level up cards work. I'm assuming, like, once you go up to gain the next level as a sorcery to, it's add its ability. So you have everything below it. Because they just did this thing to the Heartfire Hero. Yeah, okay, so they still have everything. Okay, so this thing can still get to an 8/8. Sure, our opponent's pissed. Like, why are you taking so long? Wow, I'm in a tough spot here. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out how to be mana efficient here. Okay, we got a Cenote Scout. Hopefully we draw something good. Or we see something good on top. That is perfect. The reveal card in your graveyard? No. That's a Tidebinder Mage. And that is premium here. Absolute premium. We will... I have 2 mana. Yeah, how to get this premium creature. Tap 3 creatures. We'll tap this one, and this one, I guess. Yeah. Okay, that's exactly what we need to find. Ha! Yeah, exactly. Ha! Thwarted your scheme. This doesn't even have a counter on it. Ward doesn't do crap. Okay, now... I think I can afford to attack for 4. And then if they block... That's like, okay. Well, no, if they double block... Okay, if they double block, is that a good thing? Or what if I attack with both of them? And they double block my Kumena. Is that a bad thing? Because I have a backup Kumena. It's a tense game. It's a very, very tense game. I attack with both. You could let them both through. That would be awkward. If I attack once, you double block. Well, this thing keeps getting bigger. So this can become a 5/5. Yeah, let's attack with this Sentinel. Yeah, I don't mind the double block. I got a map token. I can look into the future. Then we're pretty close to going wide and killing our opponent. So I guess what we can do now, do we destroy this thing?
Yeah, get rid of it.
Then you can definitely hit me for 2. Just trying to consider, like, what do I die here to? If you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, put twice that many of those each of those counters on a permanent or player instead.
Do it. Oh.
This becomes 5/5. Really don't want to ramp them though. No, when is it? It's like at the beginning of combat on your turn. Okay, I'm gonna put a stop at my opponent's second main phase. It's the last moment we can interact with this stupid card. But we are in the position of just going wide and killing our opponent next turn.
Unless he draws some bomb card.
And which are many. Oh, yeah.
3,
Sure, there's tons of crazy cards.
2, 1.
Kamena helped stay on the ground, and also draw a bunch of cards. How many cards did we drew? We drew millions of cards off our Kamena Tyrant of Araska. It was a very good Kamena Tyrant of Araska. Burning Tree Emissary. All right, burn away. Wait a minute, Burning Tree? It's not very carbon.
Gonna have to carbon tax that.
Yeah, carbon tax the crap out of Burning Tree Emissary. Oh, what is this? Oh, level up to 3? Yeah, so this is where we, like, shoot this thing down. Now I think our opponent now realizes what we were spending so much time on. So they can go get a land, but sort of useless. Okay, and we win the match. Woo! Didn't even realize that was game 2 for half this game 2. Okay, we won game 3. Let's move on to game 4.
It's just some pair of eyes.
It's a pair of eyes for an avatar. Okay, round 4, we won the die roll. We finally won the art. We've learned the art of the die roll.
We're going for the 5-0.
No, we're not. If you skip through the middle, we are not doing that. We are in deep crap. We're in the X2 bracket going into round 4. Not the bracket you want.
Reminds me of GP Minneapolis.
Okay, we're going to play Botanical Sanctum, Cenote Scout, and frankly, our hand is pretty good. We have a good strong start. Eaten by piranhas. So I have a Witness Protection hand. Put the revealed card in your graveyard. I'm going to say yes. I don't have any information about my opponent. We just need to dig to more threats. Otherwise, this Smuggler's Copter could be very useless very fast. You gotta be kidding me!
It's the hot deck.
You've gotta be kidding me!
It's the hot deck right
It is
now.
not the hot deck. This deck is like it just gets dismantled. Maybe this is just part of the thing of being in the losers bracket. This is the 3rd time.
Yeah.
If we can beat it, I mean, like if we can 2-3 this league, that is as good as a 5-0 as far as I'm concerned. It's as good as a 5-0, all things considered. This is our worst matchup. It's our absolute worst matchup. I do not want to see this once if I go to an open event. And we're playing against it for the 3rd time. I don't know, maybe mono red is worse than Gruul, because so long as it's more creature based, as we've seen here, there's like some room to maneuver. But if it's heavily spell based, that's where it really sucks for us. Like I think that's the only reason we won the last game. Oh man, this really changed. Ooh, it's the classic Burning Tree into Burning Tree, except the first one got a +1/+1 counter from the Kumano. Holy crap, what a turn.
Why Burning Tree Emissary and not Manamorphose?
This was a nut draw from our opponents. Huh?
Why Burning Tree Emissary and not Manamorphose?
This deck cares about having creatures on the battlefield.
Yeah.
That's my explanation. Anyway, if I knew this was going to happen, I would have left this Cenote Scout untapped to chump block with my Smuggler's Copter. I didn't think it was going to get so dangerous so quickly. Well then, oh god, what do I do here? I'm going to get smacked for 6. So I think it's appropriate that I gotta be on defense. Okay, let's shrink the largest creature. Then I guess we're gonna play Cavernous Souls and pass. I just have to pass. We have to try to block with this Smuggler's Copter. When this thing flips into a 2/2 creature, I can still Boseiju it because it's Reveal Yourself. It's an enchantment creature, and Boseiju can kill enchantments, so we got that covered. So I gotta worry about everything else showing up. We have another opponent double or triple queuing or something. the mono red life, or it's the red aggro life.
I love this card. Legitimate business person.
I do as well.
It turns into a legitimate business person.
You were illegitimate before. This is good, clean money. You pay your taxes, you know?
That's something I start thinking about.
Merfolk and pass. So this is why Smuggler's Copter really sucks, because I'd love to attack, but if I attack, then this thing doesn't even get to block. Another burning tree, sure. Oh my god. Ugh. This is literally a nut draw from them. This is like the strongest turnout of all hands I've seen from our last 3 opponents. Like, look at this! This is turn 3.
Yep.
Alright, well, here I come.
Get in there!
Yeah, here I come. Let's make sure we don't block the enchantment creature. So what am I taking?
Yeah.
5-9. Oh god, that's not good. I would love to draw a card.
Wink.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's exactly what I wanted to draw. Okay, let's Boseiju this fellow. Because I can.
Bye.
The good news is we've killed something. The bad news is they're probably going to kill us.
Is there a Roadrunner card?
This is the Roadrunner.
No, it's the Coyote.
Oh, yes. Yes, there is a Roadrunner to the Wily Coyote.
Lawsuit.
Oh, yeah. They don't care.
Warner Brothers. Get on it.
Damn it! They have 4 2/2s in play. I have 2 potential blockers.
Just
What
wasn't
can
your
I
game.
draw? Okay, no, it's not hopeless. If I draw Eaten by Piranhas, there is a world where we live another turn. So I need my opponent to attack. We flash in the Hexcatcher. We activate the Copter. We block 2 creatures.
Oh. No.
Yeah,
That plan.
That plan. What was coming on top?
Ooh!
Ooh! I mean, like
Brutal.
it's really like a top deck to keep the game going. It's not like
We'll draw the next card.
not like I was gonna win.
Should have kept drawing the cards to see how.
Well, I was
In theory.
we sort of stabilize. We just need our opponent to not draw burn.
So basically, a deck.
And what did we decided? We saw the Copters and the Spelunkers. Did they win the die roll, or did we win the die roll? No, I think we won the die roll. Yeah, we won the die roll, and it was like completely pointless. We're going for a 2-3 in this league. I beat one of these Gruul Prowess decks already. I guess this is not really Prowess. This is just like Gruul aggro. This hand's a bit dubious, but I am going to keep it. It would be a little bit better on the draw. Because then I'd have better use for this Witness Protection on the draw. Okay, here's Heartfire Hero. I will immediately... that sucks, but I'm going to immediately hit this with the... Or hold on, do I? Hold on, cancel. What are my options here? I could Ether Gust it. I need a second blue source. This hand is not nearly as clunky. No, okay, I'm gonna Witness Protection this. It's okay. So it's like I'm gonna play as if I'm on the draw. This thing just can't get any bigger. And then next turn we can play like, I mean, if we draw a colored source, I can play Kamena. Oh, there's Burning Tree. To what Burning Tree? Okay, Coyote.
Coyote scum.
Coyote it is. Yeah.
Chuck Jones is rolling in his grave.
Get hit for 6. Kamena. bit of mana away from this one. So I can play Kamena, activate, block, or I can just threaten to chump block. Or problem is either gusting any of these cards sort of sucks. Okay, we'll make the mana efficient play. I'll play Kamena Speaker and we'll activate Mutavault and like try to double block. Or even just like threaten to block this legitimate business person. Legitimate. Very legitimate. Actually, there is a world, actually. Okay, so I could activate Mutavault, block Burning Tree, block legitimate business person. Kamena Speaker lives. Next turn, play Deep Root Pilgrimage, attack with Kamena Speaker, get a token, and then maybe start mustering up some tokens to chump block for a good chunk of the game. Another Coyote. So I guess you can give the +1/+1 counter to the legitimate business person. Well, I can only imagine only bad things happen from here. This is way too strong. Yeah, maybe my hand is a little too poop. Or I should say like my hand does not do very well versus these like millions of 2/2s. Like this is the same situation almost like last game. Turn 3 and you have there's this gigantic army I'm facing down. Although like if we have Kamena Tyrant of Vraska in play this turn, probably that helps a lot. I am just going to, I guess, activate the Mutavault and try to chump block one creature. Or yeah, I have to keep the Kamena. Okay, we'll block this thing. And they have a Monstrous Rage, of course. So I'm gonna be dealt 5, 9 damage. Go to 5.
There should be a rocket strapped to that coyote's back.
Look, they're not trying to get that sued, you know. Okay, I'm just dead.
Ah.
Well,
this deck is a slot machine.
Our hand was a bit of a gamble, so.
This deck is just a
whatever.
slot machine. It's dumb. I see why you hate it.
It's a fast deck. Like it's a fast deck. To be honest, I think mono red prowess is our worst matchup. This would be our second worst. At least if they're playing with creatures, we have opportunity to tap them down with Tidebinder Mage, block them with Kamena Tyrant of Vraska, or like have more room to do that. But it's still gonna be a really hard deck. Like this is very hard for us to beat. Round 5, we lost the die roll. Our hand is bad. Just gonna mulligan. It's too much mana. Sounds great.
Marna.
Keep. We have a 1-drop, a 2-drop, a 3-drop. We'll get rid of a Hexcatcher. Seems like a good balance. Control deck. Be nicer if we're on the play, but we'll take what we have on the draw. Ooh, this hand's very good now. Now all we need to do is get our cards to resolve. So we're gonna start off with Kamena Speaker.
Blue cards.
Oh, this is not what I thought it was. If a permanent.
I was hoping it was going to be Azorius
What the hell
Merfolk.
is this? Whenever a permanent entering causes triggered ability to trigger counter that ability. I think this is a Lotus Field deck. Whenever a permanent entering causes a triggered ability to trigger counter that ability. So you want to counter your scries? I don't understand your motivation here. I don't understand. I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to attack for 2 and then play Smuggler's Copter. Or am I going to play Smuggler's Copter? I have to assume this is like a Lotus Field deck. Okay, I'm going to pass, and I, like... Yeah, it's a Lotus Field deck. So you're not gonna count. So you're not gonna counter it. So you just get 5 mana. So I need to get Hexcatcher in play. Hope it doesn't get countered. And then I'll play Deep Root Pilgrimage. And by playing Deep Root Pilgrimage, I can increase the number of counters for this thing. During your turn, end the turn. Well, that's very, very rude of you, opponent. Well, it beats my counter spells. Okay, Merfolk. Am I just dead here? Okay, we'll attack again for 2. They can assume we have another... I'm hoping they assume we have a Hex Catcher. Okay, so they think we're representing Hex Catcher. I don't have it, though. I don't have a Hex Catcher. So I'm just going to spew my hand. I will not pay for this. But I'll play my Smuggler's Copter. Okay, let's see if we just die here.
Lotus Petals.
The turn was very rude, opponent. It was very rude. It was Shark type. So my biggest problem here is I don't know what we're up against. Like, I just don't.
Can his card null the creation of the tokens?
What?
This
no, it's only permanents entering the battlefield. So this is going to be all fine. So we're sort of going off. Dump a Deep-Root Pilgrimage. Don't need any more. Oh, now you block, do you? Damn, I wish I had Witness Protection right there. Thespian Stage to copy your Lotus Field. So, I mean, there's a world where my opponent just doesn't have anything to do. And that's a good world to live in. But they do have a Castle Vantress, so I can't take forever with what I do.
Fudge.
You're going to end the turn. Get lost on...
Beat it! Get out of here!
Okay, so I'm going to let that resolve.
You lousy bum.
But I'm also going to...
Get lost! Take a hike. Make like a tree and leave.
We have another Deep-Root Pilgrimage, so not all is lost here. And we get a bunch of map tokens. So I can buff up our other stuff. You gonna end the turn or something? What was that other card? End the turn? Discontinuity. During your turn, the spell costs 4 less to cast, so our opponent got to play it for 4 and end the turn. Yeah, I really need to get that Hex Catcher in play beforehand. I'm honestly not familiar with this. Another Pilgrimage. So I drew all of them.
Yep.
Well, we're going to... Well, let's sack for 3 first. Get rid of these stupid Pilgrimages. Hope our opponent can't do anything at instant speed.
Big.
Not bad. Not bad. In the event that there's like another spell cast and there's a big block, maybe we can shrink one of these. Oh, actually, if any shark is made, I lose in combat. What is this? Exile target non-land permanent. Which one? What are you targeting here? We want to hit that one. For as long as that card remains exiled, its owner may play it. It's a spell cast by this opponent. This way it costs 2 more to cast. Sure. I guess I should have actually buffed this thing up with one of my map tokens. Oh no, I don't know that I'm drawing the Eaten by Piranhas. That's a problem. There's a big problem. Okay, our opponent's running out of stuff, though. Well, that is really weird. Huh. Does it help me hitting this Strict Proctor? Because I have it Eaten by Piranhas. I can hit the Proctor, kill... Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we'll hit the Proctor. And we'll eat a shark and the Proctor. No more BS this game. I'll buff up Snow Scout. Or attempt. Commit a speaker. Put the reveal card in your graveyard. No, I guess we just need all the gas we can get.
Well,
Next turn we'll play Deep Root
eat
Pilgrimage.
beans.
Next turn I'm just going to go wide. I have to hope my opponent's drawing nothing. But they're not playing like they're drawing nothing. I think if they had nothing in hand, they would have played Castle Vantress at their upkeep. Put one card on top. I'm back.
I'm back. No.
Counter target spell unless a player pays one. Sure. I pay one.
Pretty weak counter spell.
The one has been paid. So I attack, you block. You block, you take 3. Not worth it. Pass. Okay, now they're gonna start playing Castle Vantress? This is crazy. If I just got my Hexcatcher in play earlier, none of this crap would have happened. Like, I was like I was pretty certain that this is a Lotus Field deck, but I'm not really familiar with this build. So I didn't really know what to expect. They put one top, one bottom. Well, they are very confident now. They got a little pep in their step. You gonna end my turn, opponent? No? Okay. We're gonna get this creature in play. I say. Where I can pay... What does it cost?
Too much. Everything.
Oh, this one's getting... And my turn is getting ended again.
Like that AI card. It is not your turn.
Huh?
That AI generated card. It is not your turn.
I guess there's something like that. This is for 10. Yeah, I think I'm gonna die.
No.
Yes! Yes!
It's not possible.
What do you want to do? Well, just put me out of my misery already.
Hey now.
No, it does absolutely nothing.
In the face of all these flying creatures, yeah.
Yeah.
What
Now,
was
I expect this should be a good matchup, but the only problem is I don't have any idea what to expect out of my opponent's deck. I also am not sure how to sideboard here, so I probably... Do I want Tishana's Tidebinder? It's yeah, because it's a flash creature. You don't want to interact with their Lotus Field. You just want that to go to the bin. Mystical Dispute is probably fine. Also Disdainful Strike. The deck is really clunky. Yeah. Okay, cards we want to take out. Probably the Sentinel of the Nameless City because it's really clunky. We want to be low to the ground with Jade Light's Spelunker. Probably all this creature stuff is bad. Okay, so we can go up one card. We'll go back up one Sentinel. Like, there's a world, like...
in a world?
They play that thing, and then we, like, witness protection it, but it's too niche. I'll just let it happen. It's fine. They're just, like, sort of a jank control deck. And we should be able to mop them up. This hand is very good. We'll start with Cavernous Souls on Merfolk. I can't start with Bark Channel Pathway because I really need to save that for blue mana for our Mystical Disputes.
What's a blue mana?
This is a blue mana. That's what a blue mana is. Now, given that they've got some Jawari Isle counter magic, well, anyway, I actually just want to put a lot of pressure on my opponent as quickly as possible, so I'm going to main phase this. This is like a pseudo combo deck. So this maximizes damage.
Whatever happened to Lantern Control?
Oh, Mox Opal got banned, and that basically was the end of that deck. It was the end of that. Oh, Strict Proctor again. You're evil, opponent. You're very evil. Well, I can at least attack for 6 here.
Pretty good.
It is pretty good. Would you like to block, opponent? No, you don't. I know you don't. Hopefully we can counter something with Mystical Dispute. They don't have Lotus Field.
Here he comes.
Another strict Proctor. That is very unsettling, actually.
How about another...
Well, I will attack for 6 again, and then play Commander Speaker, and hope that there's no board wipe coming my way. I hope I'm not being too greedy here. I mean, I do have a Hex Catcher out.
Oot in the boot.
I can activate this Mutavault if I really need to counter something again. But I'm hoping this Mystical Dispute is enough. I mean, I'm clearly representing some sort of counter magic. So they don't really have a lot of room to do anything. Well, I mean, they could play a white removal spell here. Commend a Tyrant of Erazka.
I just swing out. You have lethal.
I don't. They're very clearly going to use something.
And you have a counterspell.
I do have a counterspell. So let's attack with just the Commander Speakers. And I'm going to hold up both Mystical Disputes. So either I can cast one for free, or, like, not for free, but I can cast one for potentially a blue on their turn. I don't know what big thing they could do on their turn. So, like, or I cast it for 3 in this spot, which I'm fine with as well.
3, 2.
Oops, what am I doing? Did I pay that with Merfolk mana?
Ha! Ah!
So now they have to chump block at least once.
Or resign.
See, this is how I expected game 1 to go, but it didn't go that way. Our opponent had like a pretty good hand, and we had a pretty crummy hand.
Thespian.
No, they just resign.
Ha! There you go. Let's
But
close it out.
But I don't even know what's in their deck. So I guess is it just like blue-white control? Is this but with Lotus Field? Like, I guess so. Let's resubmit what we got. They didn't have the nuts that game. And it's fine. It's
Not great, not bad.
not worth dumping, that's for sure.
It's fine.
It's getting worse. I sort of depend on this Jade Light Spelunker doing some work on turn 3. Go find us the goods. Find us the goods, Jade Light Spelunker. Oh, you're taking 3 damage. It's a lot of damage. Strict Proctor again. All games. Let's see if it does anything for you. I'm going to attack you again. Okay, I will throw this in play because I really don't want you to cheese me with your stupid spells.
Don't cheese me, bro.
This is like a decent chunk of counter spells in this deck. So here's the funny, like, look at this synergy. Like, they don't get the scry. Like, that's what I thought was weird going into game 1. It's just complete backwards way of playing. Ooh, Cavern of Souls is great, because there's a decent chunk of counter spells. Okay, we're gonna go Merfolk. Sort of want to play Spelunker first. Actually, I could do nothing. Maybe I should attack for 3 first. They take the damage. And then if they try to kill something, then I can sack the Commander Speaker afterwards. Because this is pretty free to attack. And if they try to kill Hexcatcher, like, I will save it. But there's a chance... Oh, they're going to sack... okay, what's going to happen here? Oh, they're just letting it die. Okay, that's fair. Well, now what am I going to do? Oh, maybe I should have played the Cavern of Souls, because now they know they couldn't... they couldn't. They're free from counter spells. Yep. Okay. I'll just play.
Sound like a goddamn Star Fox carrier.
Yeah. We can't get got by, what's it called? Not even that. Temporary lockdown, not temporarily doing anything. Actually, we're not even super afraid of this because of Beseju. They have so many cards that come into play tapped. It's too bad. Well,
just keeps thwacking them.
Yeah, we'll just hit for 4. And now we're gonna hope that there's a temporary lockdown. I'll play this, and we'll Jade Light Spelunker for the maximum. That's what makes this card cool.
Spelunkin.
And let's, yeah, X is 3. So we explore X times. We got a Mutavault for free. What's the next one? Next card is Kamena Speaker. And I have 1 explore after that. You aren't going to say no. Put the reveal card in the graveyard. I'll keep it. It's pathetic, but it's free.
Yeah,
it's free.
It's free real estate.
We're gonna turn it down because it's free. No. Okay, that's great. That was perfect. Because we've got the Beseju. Or maybe we didn't even need the Beseju. I forgot it doesn't even hit our Kamena. Okay, I'll just attack for 2. Play Mutavault, Kamena Speaker. See, why couldn't we get a matchup like this earlier? This is exactly how that Dimir deck was supposed to play out. Then it didn't. So we can like blow up the temporary lockdown, get our stuff back. Oh, you want to end the turn? You can't. Oh, maybe they can actually. Can they end the turn here? Oh, I forgot this is only for 1 mana. I forgot. I gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Like, the turns can be ended. But if they end the turn, they die. Because I have 6 power in play. So they might have a bit of removal here, but, like, they're in a lot of trouble. Or maybe they've got Wandering Emperor come to play. Exile my Kumena. Yeah, I think they have Wandering Emperor. Okay, so they're going to Emperor. They're going to gain 2 life, exiling Kumena Tyrant. But then this thing goes off. I think I have... Do I have lethal? I explore X times. Yay. It's worthless. I have 3, 6. Yeah, this is just lethal. Yeah, and they resign.
Ha!
Ha! I got 2-3, damn it!
Against some really tough matchups.
Yeah, some of these were brutal. It was completely brutal. I don't know what to say. Well, I wanted to demonstrate how powerful this deck is versus Rakdos Vampires, and like we play against 3 Gruul aggro. Well, I mean, like I said, it's basically our worst matchup. I was looking at the metagame. Actually, Rakdos Sacrifice is a smidge of the metagame now. I don't know why, but that would actually be our worst matchup. Gruul aggro would be our 2nd worst. But if Rakdos Sacrifice actually dies off again, which it should, I don't know why it's back. Gruul aggro would be our worst. So I'm calling this a 5-0. In fact, one of our wins was versus Gruul aggro. Anyway, we're going to have definitely more Pioneer content in the future.
Yeah.
Because I do need to ramp it up. Yeah, we got to practice for Regional Championship Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
And that's the same people as this, right?
No. Not even close. No, this is with the NRG series. My brother was like, sure, I have my trophy near me. No, this says that's an American thing.
Oh.
That's like the Midwest of America.
Okay. Yeehaw.
We're gonna, I don't know who's hosting. Oh no, I do know. Face to Face is hosting this thing. So yeah. Pioneer Merfolk, give thumbs up. Bye bye.